For those who were at the Accra Sports Stadium last week to watch the Ghana-Mali encounter, you may have seen videos of fans flooding into the ground at a point and filling up the cordoned off section. I remember Tuesday morning I spoke about it. I was very disturbed that this had happened, and I was even saying that, look, the NSA needed to keep a lid on things because it was the second time it was happening. It happened Ghana versus Chad. It's happened Ghana versus Mali. Yeah. And I was extremely worried that the cordoned off section had fans sitting there, and I was asking why. What if something bad happened? What would we do? Ray, you agreed with me, but you felt
Nathan,
that there was you hypothesized that there was an explanation, or you had a theory.
Yes, Nathan. So when you raised your concerns,
yes,
I was of the opinion that what could have possibly caused that mammoth crowd we saw, and what could have caused the spillover,
yes,
going into the area that was cordoned off, possibly could have been oversubscription of tickets. So in my commentary, I accused the NSA of selling.
Yes, that was your theory.
Yes,
your theory was that
I said the NSA had sold tickets more than the seats he had available. That could have been the possible explanation for why we saw a near full capacity stadium when we were told that the 40,000 capacity venue was going to be less 14,000. That was my theory.
Yes.
Fortunately for us, we have NSA with us this morning.
Yes.
And they have categorically denied that they sold more than 26,000 tickets. So since they've joined us this morning, I'm sure we'll
get into
find a way to get into all of this and then find out exactly what happened and what led to the spillover into the areas that they were not supposed to be in. So,
all right.
Nathan, so that was the allegation I made.
Yes.
And the NSA has, based on conversations we've had with them behind the scenes, they've clearly stated that was not the case.
No problem. Listeners, we've been joined by Mr. Gyemfi Kusi Awere. He's the Chief Operations Officer at the National Sports Authority, and he's joining us so we can have a conversation on this and get an understanding as to what exactly may have gone wrong, and then we'll figure out the way forward, right? We ask questions on what will be done going forward. Mr. Red, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, fine morning, my brother. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Not bad.
The last time we spoke was over the phone after you were auditing us and when you were auditing your facilities. I remember that conversation very well.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you in the flesh in the studio. So the elephant in the room, I mean, the NSA, what will be your response, or what's the NSA's reaction to what we saw last week, Monday? Supporters flooding into the cordoned off sections, and my colleague Raymond theorizing that maybe there was an oversubscription of tickets, and that's how come you had all these people coming in when they should not have been in the stadium in the first place.
Well, let me use this opportunity to say hi to SportyFM listeners and viewers. Okay. I think, as you said earlier on, I tried to explain myself to you yesterday about the commentary my good friend here made, a few days ago.
Yes.
Regarding to the cordon off area. I think this issue started during the Chad game, and we all saw it. Okay. When we took over, I think this year in the March, that section, we realized that there was a problem there. So we called the engineers, about 3-4 engineers. They came to do the visibility study, and the report was like, we should cut it off for now to make sure that we get the place fixed before we can let people, sit at that section.
Okay. What was the challenge? Can you give us details of the specific challenge with those sections?
There is engineering. I don't want to go into that.
No problem. Yeah. No problem.
Because
let's proceed.
The report is we should cut it.
Yes.
And for the NSA also, thinking about Ghanaians, and we're not thinking about getting maybe just money alone. We also decide to go by what the engineer said. So we cut it off. But during the second, I think, in the second half of the Chad game,
The Ghana Chad game,
we realized that they broke into the main gate, the front gate. They broke it down, and people were just pushing in, coming in, and I don't want to blame someone here, but we had over 500-600 police, military, and then other security personnel, services or whatever. Okay, so what I would say now is, I think the fans overpowered the security. They couldn't do anything about it, so they just, rushed in and then took over all that side.
So this you are referring to the Ghana Chad game.
The Ghana Chad game. Okay.
Right.
Before the game, like you were in the stadium, you could see that we branded the whole place.
Yes, I remember.
Ghana Tourism Authority.
Yes. I remember really well.
Yeah, we called Abeku Santana to help us doing all those things. Yes, and that was done. But you see, when it comes to the fans, sometimes you have to also be a big tactical. You cannot maybe trying to gone are the days when people, they police use tear gas and all those things, and that's what I said. They overpowered them. The securities. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So after the match, after the Ghana Chad game, we approached, I think, about 1 or 2 people to see how best we can solve that situation before the Ghana Mali game. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, I think things couldn't work out before the Ghana Mali game. So we decided again to go by the same method, by branding the corded off area. But unfortunately, again, the same issue happened. But yesterday, I think I sent a video to you.
Yes.
To watch about how people, the fans were climbing even the wall, and the policeman was just standing there looking at them, unconcerned. So, what I can say now is either we start selling the tickets over there, because the first game, nothing happened. The second game, nothing happened. NSA has lost over 84,000 Ghana cedis.
How so?
Because that section is over 14,000.
Okay.
So let's say it's about 14,500. So when you sell a ticket, even 30 cedis, as popular stand, 14,500. When you calculate it, for the first game and the second game, you can see that we've lost over 840,000, almost 840,000. So if the place, I will not sit here to say that it's okay for people to see there, but if the first one happened, the second one happened, why can't we sell, tickets to avoid people or the fans rushing and to take over the seats over there freely? Because what I can say is that when they see that the place is empty, then they ask, why can't we just rush in to occupy those seats?
But Mr. Ray, so you're saying that one of the options you are considering will be, so are you considering opening that section up to fans going forward? Is it an option you are considering so that you prevent people rushing in and all of that?
I think that would be the best option.
But what about the engineer's report that says that there is a structural problem that led to the cordoning off in the first place? I totally agree with cordoning the place off if it will save fans. You understand? I think all of us agree that if it has to save fans, let us do it. But if the NSA is reconsidering opening that section, are you not concerned that something could happen?
Well, So what about the first and the second instances?
But we are not sure. We can't guarantee that we won't be third time unlucky. Neither can we guarantee that we will be third time lucky.
Well, you can be right there. But here's a case that my good friend here was saying that NSA, like we printed more than 26,000 tickets.
I mean, it's a theory. Let me ask you. So the fans who were, I saw the video, right? Yeah. And those are very short videos that give us a bit of an idea of what happened. Do you know for a fact if all those fans who came in had tickets?
No, none of them had tickets.
None of them had tickets?
None of them had tickets. Because, look, no one will buy a ticket and decide to climb a wall and entered into this. You know, it's a risky to do that.
Yes, it's risky.
So it's like what I said was they realized that the place was empty. They tried the first one, nothing happened. So why not try the second time again? And they succeeded in doing that.
But I think, Ray, I'll give you that. I think really, just listening to all of it, I think that then it's a bit of an indictment on the NSA because the NSA runs the stadium. You said that you had employed or you had contacted the police and the military to provide security. So if that is their job, then they must provide security at all times. You understand me? They must provide security at all times. If the section of the stadium is closed, it is closed. Nobody should go there.
And you also saw the securities there.
I saw that.
I mean, the uniform police.
I saw the policeman in the video just looking. So which means that there is a conversation that the NSA must have with the Ghana police to say, this is what we've observed. Why is it that the policemen you gave us were not doing their work or somebody was looking on concern?
You see, after every match, we have a security briefing.
Yes.
So this issue was something that we had about 3-4 security meetings because of the first game.
Yes.
So this time, even the police assured us, giving us about 1,000 men.
For our listeners, Mr. Awere, sorry to catch you. For our listeners, if you go to our Facebook stream, you can find fans scaling the Accra Sports Stadium wall into the ground, right? There are cars parked there. You see people helping their friends, boosting them up the wall and all of that. Granted, they are doing this. I'm not supporting this, but Mr. Awere, I still think that somehow there should have been a lid on things. Somehow, maybe after the first game, you should have realized that this was a possibility. So maybe let's up the security.
We added more. That's what I said. For this game, the Chad match, I think the police were about between 500 and 600.
Yes.
So they said they will add another 400 to make it 1,000.
1,000. And still this happened.
And still.
Wow. Ray.
Yeah.
Ray.
So, Mr. Awere, let's go back to match day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Knowing what happened in the Ghana-Chad game, obviously, NSA would have taken steps to be proactive this time around, make sure some of these things won't happen again. What were the steps? What were the processes fans who had tickets had to go through before getting to the gate at the Accra Sports Stadium? Just take us to match day modalities.
I think we first of all, the match day, we make a provision for the security, ticket checkers, scanners. I mean, all the necessary. Gadgets that we have to use to stimulate everything was provided.
Okay.
But you see, what we talk about, we all know about. I don't want to use the word hooligans or whatever, but it's like these people have made their mind that whatever happens, once the place is empty, they also make sure that they occupy that place.
Okay.
So I don't want to go further, and I don't want to sit here also blame someone that this person should have done this and he didn't do it or whatever. But I think going forward, That's what I said earlier on, that it's either we'll sit down with the engineers again, find out if maybe the next option is to sell the tickets over there, or we still call the securities this time if they will occupy that site to prevent people now
from coming.
Yeah.
Now, so on match day, what some of us realized was that the entire perimeter around the stadium and where supporters would have access to gates was cordoned off way before you'd even get to the gate.
Yeah.
So, for instance, the Independence Square area was blocked off.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to GRA, around the ministries, that area too was cordoned off.
Yeah.
Around the stadium,
The National Security.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
Access Bank.
So Access Bank, the cemetery area, all of those sites were cut off.
Yeah.
Okay. Meaning that the first stage for any supporter was that you show your ticket at that gate before you get into the perimeter. That will lead you to the gate.
Yeah, that
was
was the arrangement. Yeah.
So at what point did the hooligans manage to break that security fence? I mean, that first check to get into the area where they got very close to the gate and did what they did?
I think this question has to go to the securities, because I think personally I was busy, inside the stadium, going up and down, doing my normal routine duties and all that. So this happened around the outside perimeter, not inside.
Yeah.
So the security, the police and then the military, they are able, they're able to answer these questions.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's just too obvious. And I can't explain this because, look at the kind of arrangement that we made, just blocking all these areas. Mm-hmm. So your question is valid, but it had to be answered by the security.
Now, there was another layer of security which was introduced, and for those who are at the stadium, a lot of them will testify that there was a point where people had to be given wristbands. Is that correct?
Yes.
Based on your post-game analysis or your post-game meetings,
yeah.
How successful was that process?
Well, I think the entire process, there have been a security breach. And, well, people were complaining about this. A lot of people complain about the wristband.
Yeah.
Because according to some of the fans, when they get into the security check, they take, when they take their ticket, then they give them the wristband. So it's like,
the voice of
now,
sport.
When you are coming in again and you don't have a ticket, when you are holding a ticket, they will ask you for your wristband. So the complaints was, here and there. So this is, the ban, was just introduced. So now we are going to also have a meeting to see whether we should continue with that or we leave that one aside and then see the way forward.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what I think the most important thing is to sit down with the security again to make sure if the security are I wouldn't say that they didn't do their work well. I'm not here to blame anyone, but going forward, they have to advance
SportyFM.
the kind of
The operations.
so that there wouldn't be such people climbing up and then rushing in and all those the hooligans and all those things.
Now, so the Accra Sports Stadium, we know traditionally built to take 40,000 people.
Yeah.
How much of that space is available for active football matches today?
So the 40,000, 40,000 is 40,000 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 40,000 is where we're taking out the 14,000 plus. You know, and there are some of the seats too that we can't also, like, you know, we have a place for the media, the supporters unions, and all. That's why we make sure that we print the number of tickets that can be sold to the fans. That's the 26,000.
Okay.
Though we can print more than 26,000, but 26,000 is the number of tickets that we can sell to the public.
So on match day, did you have a total, you know, subscription? All the tickets you planned had to go out. Did you sell all of that?
Well, I haven't spoken to the accounts. That side is not my side.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
so 26,000 tickets.
It's what
you
we
don't know
printed.
Printed. Okay.
But
you don't know whether 26,000 was sold or less.
I know they couldn't sell all, but I
Okay.
can't tell you
how many.
How
exactly.
many? Yeah. Yeah.
So on match day and post match day, did you hear reports of people saying the tickets had run out, and so those who were doing tickets to Aketia had a field day? Did you get reports of that?
Yes,
Because even a colleague of mine here at Sporty had to buy a 50 cedi ticket for 150 cedis.
You see, yeah, there were some instances that I even myself, I received a call from someone that they've been to airport shell and there's no ticket. I called there and they said, no, they have more tickets over there. So now, who is saying the truth? Are you getting my point? People call and say so many things. I'll call the accounts, department, and it's up. But we've sent tickets to this place, and I'll find out, and tickets also have been sent to that. The various places. So you see, we all know how. When it comes to a game like this, people normally do. Some tickets are their own business.
Yeah.
They buy the tickets and then resell it to any amount of money
This is
that
SportyFM, the voice of sports.
they want to sell it. But what I can also say to the fans is, we always, especially you, the medias, we tell you come out, we tell them where the centers are, where we sell the tickets. So why don't you go there? Rather than we don't. You see, if you wait to the last minute, come to the main gate to buy a ticket, then even 10 cedis ticket can be sold to you 100 cedis. Because they see that, you have no option. So let's buy the tickets early. We sell the tickets about 4 or 5 days before the match day. And the match day, they also know that nobody sells tickets at the stadium there. So why do you come there to buy a ticket in the first place?
Yeah.
So when you come there to buy a ticket, they can give it to you at any amount of money that they wish. But we have also warned people not to sell any ticket. Because when you sell tickets there and the security gets you, they will arrest you.
Now, let's again deal with this other matter. A lot of people at the match venue on match day said they had tickets. They could not get a chance to go in because there was a massive crowd around the gate. And eventually they had to be standing there. So at a point where they forced the gate open, all of them had to rush to because of that opening. A lot of people were holding tickets. They couldn't get in.
Well, I haven't had that report yet.
Okay.
So I can't give any answer. But what I know is, if you can see, all these people are not holding tickets. Just check. No one is holding a ticket there.
So viewers, you can see on our screens, fans rushing into the match venue after the gate was pushed down. So you can see videos of that on our screens. You can see all of them running. Quite a lot of them, though.
Maybe it's something that they've planned to do. Now they have realized that maybe the security is weak. So once we succeeded the first time, let's try the second time again. But this time, I think going forward, the Comoros game, I don't think if they try this, they wouldn't get a chance again because the police and all the securities are now alert. They've also seen the videos and everything.
So 2 things. There's a ticketing office at the Accra Sports Stadium, which is manned by the NSA. Why have you stopped using that? And what happened to e-ticketing? It used to be an option in the past. Why are we not using e-ticketing these days?
We're still discussing about this, and it's an internal issue. I don't want to. We've not, concluded on that issue yet. So I don't want to step that down. But going forward, we'll see whether that can also help or not, or we'll still introduce the e-ticketing. We are still, trying to see what we can do about that.
Okay.
Once, maybe, when you introduce this and you fail, then you see maybe the next option. So if the next option will be e-ticketing, then why not? But we have to also look at the advantages and the disadvantages. Network, you see, e-ticketing is about the internet, the network. Sometimes the network can go off, and then people will be stuck at the gate, and you are that one you can see, what can happen.
Yeah.
So we have to look into all those things, the advantages, the disadvantages, and all that. So we will still consider that.
What about the physical office that NSA has at the stadium, the ticket office?
The voice of sports.
Yeah, but it's still there.
But, so was it used during the games?
Yeah, we used it. Yeah.
So
yeah, we were selling tickets there.
Okay.
But not the match day.
That's what I was
but
asking.
Not the match day.
So before the match.
Yeah, before the match day.
Okay, so but
you
on
see,
match,
that's
on
why
match
you
day,
see, I'm surprised about people saying that we can't get a ticket to buy. Why don't you come to the stadium there maybe 3-4 days before the match? But you see, when we sell the tickets at the stadium there, we make our own money without giving someone any commission. Because when you sell the tickets to the various, outlets, they also take their commissions. So if we can sell the tickets at the stadium there, those commissions will come back to us again. We started selling tickets, but the match was on, I think, was it on
Thursday? It was Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, it was a Monday.
Okay, so we started selling tickets, I think from the Saturday, from Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday. So why do you wait till Monday?
So there's a message here, and this fan has a concern. He says, and let me read it. I'm reading as he sent it. I went to Airport Shell. There was no ticket. I went to the filling station near Access Bank, and the filling station boys sold a 50 cedi ticket to us at 70 cedis. There was no ticket at the Shell shop as advertised.
You know, it's at the ticket. The Shell filling station.
Around Access Bank.
They sold the ticket, the 50 cedis ticket to him.
At 70 cedis.
From the Shell filling station there.
Yes. No, so the Shell shop didn't have tickets.
Yes.
But the filling station boys said they had tickets, and they sold to them at 70 cedis. A 50 cedi ticket for 70 cedis. He went to Airport Shell, there was no ticket.
The person made attendance.
Yes.
Then so the person should have reported to the supervisor or the one in charge over there. Because the ticket was not given to the attendant. It was given to the, let's say, the manager. So how did the attendant get the ticket to be selling at the different...
So these are concerns we are bringing to you, so that you understand what the Ghanaian football fan would have to go through just to get into the market. Okay.
So what I also tell the fans is, let's say the Comoros game, a ticket will be selling, 4 or 5 days before the match day. They should come to the stadium, our ticket selling point, and buy the ticket. Or when you go to the station or outlets, when you go there and someone trying to maybe change the price, you call the attention of the manager.
But Mr. Red, do you know what happens? I think that usually when the announcements are done, and I saw this happen when I went for the Ghana Mali game, right? You notice that a few days to match day, tickets have run out. It's not like individuals have gone to buy like I bought one, you bought one, Fly bought one. No. People have gone to buy them in large quantities. And on match days, they are reselling the tickets for 2, 3, 4 times the price. I know.
So it's difficult, but
it's difficult for them. I'm just trying to let him know.
What would cure that mischief? Would possibly be e-tickets.
This is SportyFM,
Possibly.
the voice
So that
of sport.
there's no physical interface between the ticket seller and the ticket buyer. Everything is done just like we buy tickets for flights. You get it. Everything you can buy digitally, but if you have to buy, you have to go to the airline's designated selling point. Maybe the NSA would have to say, okay, well, this is the Accra Sports Stadium. If you want to buy tickets, come to the Accra Sports Stadium and buy, or you buy online, because it's looking like it's not working with the satellite sales. It's not.
I think satellite sales, you see, that can help. Maybe they can throw in a caveat. We are not selling more than 1 ticket to one person.
You see,
something like that.
Someone buying more ticket and reselling it, a different price.
SportyFM.
So I'm not encouraging that. Yeah, but you see, those days when like in UK, for instance, like
people do that sometimes.
I quite remember those days. I even had a friend who normally, buy the tickets in bulk. So if it's maybe £10, they'll be selling at 15 or 20 pounds.
Yeah.
You see, so and that's their business.
Fine.
So it may be someone. You see, when it comes to the Accra Sports Stadium, our ticket point, and someone sells 50 cedis tickets, even 51 cedis, that one we can hold the person responsible. But if maybe someone goes out there to buy the ticket,
SportyFM.
because no one has come to Accra Sports Stadium, our ticketing office, to purchase the tickets in bulk, maybe about, let's say, 100, a whole booklet, or maybe 100 or 200. No. But when we give it to the outlets and someone goes there, because they also want to make their money, because they get their money based on how much tickets or how many tickets they sell. So, for instance, it's like you are an agent, and then we're giving about, let's say 40,000 Ghana cedis worth of tickets to you, and I come and buy 20,000. You will give it out to me because, like, you want to make your sales.
Yeah.
And I don't think you ask me what am I going to do with those. So people are also, it's a business to other people, and it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult to stop those people. I'm not saying that, I'm not encouraging it.
Yeah,
so the best thing that we have to do is go to the required area where we know, the media, I think you also be helping, Shell filling station, airport, all those places. Go there and buy your ticket. Don't go when you go to the attendant, and the attendant give a ticket to you at a different price. Also, attendant manager, where is your manager? Because I can see 50 cedis. Why are you selling it to me at 70 or 100? Why do you also have to buy a 50 cedis ticket for 100 cedis?
That's a demand and supply matter.
But that's what, as we speak, we still even have. Some of the tickets left. We couldn't sell all the tickets. So,
your tickets, can they be duplicated? Have you had a situation where you've chanced on fake tickets being sold at the match venue, or people coming with fake tickets?
This is
have you dealt with that situation?
The voice of sport.
We've arrested about 2-3 people because we have so many security features, which I cannot sit here and let, the fans know how we normally check all, the security features on the ticket.
No, but I should know so that I don't fall victim to fake ticket sellers.
So just go and buy your genuine ticket. Go and buy your genuine ticket. Go to the Accra Sports Stadium or the various ticket selling centers. That will be announced by the media. Stations, airport, official, and then I think
SportyFM.
The other shell are that's also okay. Official, stadium shell, and then airport shell.
Those are the three places you normally sell.
Yeah.
And then the stadium.
The stadium, yeah.
But so back to one very important question. The crowd we saw at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes, I was about to go there. We have one final game.
Yes.
We have a final game. Ghana with Comoros, I think.
Yeah, but Nathan, before I get there, let me ask this one. The spillover we saw was as a result of hooligans breaking into the stadium and possibly people taking advantage of that because they didn't have tickets. That's correct. That's the position of the NSA.
Yeah.
No, I want for the avoidance of doubt.
SportyFM.
You continue.
No, so I'm asking. So the crowd we saw, the near full capacity stadium we saw.
You mean that?
The people who took the sat in the area that was cordoned off.
Yeah, the cordoned off area. Yeah.
They are not people who had tickets.
No, they don't have tickets.
Per your investigations.
Yeah, they don't have tickets.
They were hooligans who broke into the stadium.
Exactly.
That's the position of the
Yes.
NSA. Later.
So the people jumped. They
jumped the wall.
They jumped the wall.
Breached
Breached security. All right.
And went in.
We have one final game, Ghana Comoros, and for our listeners, once again, there are videos on our stream that you can see for yourself. People scaling the walls and all. So, Mr. Awere, so what's the plan going forward? We have one final game, Ghana versus Comoros.
Who's just standing there?
I mean, I can see there's one guy who just scaled the wall.
No,
there's
the
a
one-
policeman.
yeah,
There's a policeman in the corner of the video, just looking on. But that cannot be
serious.
That cannot be right.
It's serious.
That cannot be right. So what is the way forward? How do we ensure? I'm speaking from a place of concern that a place that has been deemed not suitable for people to be per the engineer's report from what you've told us.
Yeah.
If that is the case, people should not be there.
Exactly.
Because we could be tempting all kinds of things. We could be tempting fate for all we know. So what is the plan going forward so that people do not go there? So we prevent any eventuality and we come back to say, oh, we should have done this, whilst we could have prevented in the first place. So what is the NSA going to do ahead of Ghana versus Comoros?
I think once again we have to. This is a security issue now, so we are also, getting our reports ready, then meet the IGP and see the way forward. If maybe
This
we'll
is
speak to the engineer,
SportyFM, the voice
and
of
then also
force.
talk to the military side too. If we increase more of the security forces, especially the police and then the military.
Okay, so enhancement of security. You believe that's a conversation. Have you started talking to the police already?
Yes, you have. We had a short meeting yesterday, and we'll still have we'll take about less than 4 or 5. Security briefing before the Comoros game.
Between now and the Comoros game, the discussions you are having about e-ticketing, is this something that could be concluded before the Comoros game?
Actually, we are considering all those things, but I can't give maybe any timeline. I can't decide anything here now. But we're still considering all those things.
So, per how you operate, is there any punishment for fans who breach security and all of that at match venues, per the NSA and your dealings? If fans engage in such things, is there any punishment for them? Or you hand them over to the security?
We hand them over to the police.
Okay.
Yeah, we hand them over to the police.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Ray.
No, so
yes.
in recent times, have you had to hand funds to police and have them dealt with properly, just to serve as a deterrent for many others who want to do
I
so?
think the child game, there was an incident that I learned we something happened and we handed the person over to the police. And when you hand the person over to the police, it ends that we cannot tell the police what to do because they know the law.
Okay.
Yeah. Then when we get you, we'll give you to the police.
Well, hopefully before match days, maybe the NSA should do a bit more publicity with regards to fans' behavior, what is expected of them, and all of those things before matches. Okay, whether you have a ticket or you don't have a ticket, I think that there should be a briefing that would outline and spell out exactly what needs to be done on match day. Taking fans through maybe the security arrangement you have around the stadium on match day, so that anybody who is listening at home, if that person has intentions of coming to the match venue without a ticket and go and scale over the wall to get in or go and break the gate and get in, the person knows that, well, we have been warned. There's a clear message out there. Maybe that would help. Because I remember, I don't know, it was a national event
SportyFM.
at the Accra Sports Stadium. No, at the Independence Square. When the Deputy Chief of Standobe clearly spelled out every arrangement around the perimeter. Who should go here, who should not go here, what passes have been given out. So clearly, anybody who wanted to go there knew what was.
Exactly.
You get it.
Yeah, I get
Can
it,
the NSA moving on?
I think we'll do
Engage fans in something like this.
we'll do same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do same.
I think Nathan, that
We'll
should
do
help.
same.
Yeah, some good fun education.
so
as
that,
Yeah.
so that if you don't have a ticket,
Don't
so you are
go. Don't
not
go.
going.
There, yeah. So when we come there without a ticket, and you try maybe jumping, climbing, or whatever, and you get caught, then the law will deal with you.
Well,
Yeah. So if you don't have ticket, don't even make any attempt to come there. And we don't sell ticket at the stadium there during the match day.
okay, on match day you
On
don't
match
sell
day,
tickets.
we don't sell tickets.
Thank
On
God
match
for-
day, nobody should come to the stadium thinking that I am going there to buy a ticket.
This is SportyFM, the voice of
Well,
sports.
we hope that all of this will work out. Thank you so much, Mr. Gyemfi Kusi Awere. He's the COO of the NSA, Chief Operations Officer of the NSA. He's a very important man in the architecture of the NSA, and he's giving us a bit of his morning to clarify a few things.
Yeah.
Mr. Awere, thank you once again. For us as a station, we'll follow up. We'll ask questions. We'll keep an eye on what's happening. And our doors are open if you want to do some public sensitization ahead of national team games, especially Black Stars games. Those are the games that attract the most traffic. And those are the ones that are at risk of people jumping walls and things. So our doors are open. If there's any information you want to share with the public, kindly do so. You can walk in or you can send us messages and we'll put those pieces of information
SportyFM.
across to the fans so they know what they must do and what they must not do. Ray.
Yeah. So having clarified the position of the fans in the stadium, my allegations of
Overprint.
oversubscription, overprinting, I apologize and retract it.
Okay.
Since Mr. Awere has told us that
That was not the case.
was not the case. It
No
was the work of the hooligans that filled the stadium. I retract. He's the man who manages the stadium. So his account is what we'll go by.
Okay.
So he says that they did not print more than 26,000 tickets. And the fans who occupied those seats clearly were in the vicinity of the prohibited area without license. So, Nathan, I would retract my accusations and allegations and apologize to the NSA.
All right. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. And your apologies, is accepted. And I also like the way it's like you always make a follow-up because, about what is happening at the stadium there. And I'm not stopping you from doing that. Sometimes if you hear something, you can prompt us so that whether the allegation is true or not, we can also come and then clear ourselves so that we move forward. Thank you
That's
very
fine.
much.
Thank you too, Mr. Gyemfi Kusi Awere, CEO of the NSA.